Good afternoon, viewers. Welcome to Premier Sport Fan Center and welcome to our live watch along show. It is the EPL Week 5 match the one. Lunchtime kickoff, the match between West Ham versus Chelsea. It promises to be exciting. These two teams have a history of rivalry. It's another London derby. Today, who is going to emerge winner? We see Chelsea today in a white on white blue stripe wear, and West Ham in their conventional attire here, playing from left to right, and Chelsea playing from right to left. Today's encounter. Well, without wasting much time, let me just quickly introduce to you the analysts in the house who will do justice to all the opponents in this encounter today. And it is no other than Shegu Shegelu. How do you do?
Good afternoon, Solomon. Good afternoon, football lovers. Yeah, we saw the UEFA Champions League resume with match day one. It's a lot of excitement in the UEFA Champions League, and we're back to the EPL today. And what a way to start the EPL match day 5, if not the one of the biggest derbies in London. And it's West Ham against Chelsea coming up at the London Stadium. It's always a fierce battle between these two teams. Though Chelsea got a 5-0 victory over West Ham the last time both teams met in the EPL, and they'll be looking to continue on that route. And looking at Chelsea's side today, Enzo Fernandez is back in the starting 11 after missing the last game, which his position was so obvious in the Chelsea team. But that's what Chelsea brings today into this encounter against West Ham. There's also the first start for Jadon Sancho tonight in today's early fixture. So let's watch how the England international will bring into this Chelsea side. The player expected to start today is Christian Okuku, but unfortunately he's on the bench. That is how the manager wants it. Yes, West Ham coming all out against Chelsea very early into this game, and that was the first draw of taste of blood there from West Ham as they look to attack Chelsea right there in the 4th minute. And looking at the West Ham side, I think the attack will really be a big lesson or a big threat against Chelsea today. Having Somerville and Kudus up front and Bowen up front shows that there's a lot of powers up front for West Ham. But let's see how it goes within 90 minutes. With Chelsea be getting a victory, West Ham be getting a victory. That Jadon Sancho, that's Nicolas Jackson with the first goal for Chelsea in tonight's fixture. And what a way to start this game in the 4th minute. And what a way to reply your critics. What a goal there from Nicolas Jackson. A big solo run there from the Chelsea striker to give Chelsea a deserved lead against West Ham in the early kickoff. And it's just 4 minutes into that game, and Nicolas Jackson has beaten Alfonso Areola in goal post for Chelsea goal. And Chelsea currently leading that game 1-0. What a goal there from Nicolas Jackson. You know, there are sometimes that the goal you expect Jackson to score, the easiest of goals you expect him to score, and the one is going to waste off. And look at this movement there from him. Gets that 1-2 and goes on a solo run, gets himself into the box. And I think that defender there should be doing better than marking out Nicolas Jackson. Just gets him or freed him there on that movement, and for him to pick that spot through the legs of Areola there. Good goal there from the Chelsea striker. And what a way to tell your critics that yes, you are still one of the best striker in the EPL. What a way to start this game for Chelsea. It means to the Chelsea manager there, Enzo Maresca, as he wise up as he celebrates that Nicolas Jackson goal. It's 5 minutes into that game. Chelsea lead 1-0 against West Ham.
Wow, what a goal from Chelsea through Nicolas Jackson through the left wing. You know, it looks like it's better when he play from the wing, but anyway, time will tell.
I do say that he's more of a winger than a traditional striker too, because when he comes through the wing, not just today, most of the times when he gives us his best performance in the Chelsea shirt, it's always when he drives in from the wing. So I don't really know why Chelsea don't really start him on the wing than using him on the 9, but he has gotten a good goal in this encounter, and I hope that will give him a morale booster going into the this game, because when he doesn't score, it's actually frustrating during the dropped him to win the ball for West Ham. It's going to be a foul there, and that might just be the first yellow card in this game. Let's see what the referee makes there. Is Bowen was brought down there by Chelsea's defender Tosin Adarabioyo in the 8 minutes. West Ham takes that free kick as soon as possible there. And moving forward, there is West Ham coming all out against Chelsea, looking for that equalizer. Is the Ghanaian winger there. Kudus will cross into the box there. But that's eluded on the last touch there from Somerville, who couldn't get hold onto that ball. just one touch will have sent it into the back of the net. And talking about Somerville last season, was playing with Swansea United. Chelsea were almost getting in, but they chose not to go for this young talent there, and he chose to move to West Ham, where he has been, giving good accounts for himself in West Ham. Still just leading 1-0 away from home is the London Stadium, where West Ham currently plays their home games, and Chelsea leading 1-0.
All right, just leading 1-0 back to back. We see chance just giving an assist in this encounter. He came as a substitute, gave an assist to the only goal scored in that encounter between Bournemouth and Kuku. And right now is the assist creator of this game. He gave that good pass to Jackson. So
that is one of the beautiful things about Jadon Sancho, the way he dropped those passes, and it's a good one for him. Coming from Manchester United, where he was so unsettled. We saw the whole issue, the frustration when he was playing under the old manager for Manchester United, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We got him from Manchester United. The frustration was there. No, was it Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? No, it wasn't Solskjaer.
He gave through Ten Hag now.
No, it was before Ten Hag. It was the manager before Ten Hag that got him. So there was lots of frustration for that young man at Manchester United. He had that issues with Eric Ten Hag. Had to go on loan to Dortmund, but still showed himself at Dortmund that yes, he's not a finished product. Anybody who knows the upbringing of Jadon Sancho will know that this is a talented player right from the Manchester City youth team. And what he needed was a manager who would trust him, and a team that actually built around him, and the players would trust, his teammates would trust him and give him that trust and allow him to express himself with that beautiful freedom. I think that's what he has gotten in this Chelsea. And good one for him. 2 assists in 2 games shows that yes, this is what Chelsea are missing on the left flank. We've seen the test and the error with testing with Modric on the left side. It doesn't really work for Chelsea. They've also tried Neto on that wing, but with Jadon Sancho, it looks like they've gotten themselves a permanent fix. And for just 20 million pounds that can just grow to 25 million pounds is actually a good deal for Chelsea, which I think is at the end of the season they should be making this deal permanent.
Wow, they need to make it permanent. Yeah, you can continue with the commentary here.
Okay, back in play. There's Chelsea sending it into the back of the defense there against West Ham in this encounter, as Chelsea still looking to get more goals in this encounter. Sends it straight into the part of Wesley Fofana, who returns it back into the hands of Tosi Adarabioyo. Tosi finds his Chelsea teammate Colwill in the center of the fence. Chelsea looks to attack right now against West Ham United. Sends it to Jadon Sancho on the wing there, who has got himself 1 assist in this game. Back in play is Colwill. His England teammate finds Cucurella in the middle of the park there. Returns it back to Colwill. Colwill finds Tosi Adarabioyo with the ball. Tosi comes forward and finds Caicedo. Chelsea enjoying the better share of ball possession in the middle of the park there. And the referee we adjourned that to be an infringement. So it was the former Chelsea player there. Talking about Emerson Palmieri, the Italian international there, who just caused that error there as they brought down Cole Palmer. We've not really seen much from Cole Palmer, not really much goals from him like we saw last season in the Chelsea shirts. Chelsea will come all out right now. It's Colwill on the ball there, drops it straight into the path of Jadon Sancho. Sancho will find Colwill on the ball. Colwill comes inward with the ball there, tries to beat 3 man, almost lost possession. Chelsea will look to attack right now and straight into the path of the goal scorer, moving away from that same wing where he moved for that goal is Nicholas Jackson. Cuts inward there for Chelsea. Chance for Chelsea with that. That was so close there, but close does it. And that was Cole Palmer there with a chance for him to get a second goal in the EPL. He's still looking for his second goal, and it's just 12 minutes into this game. Chelsea coming all out against West Ham. That was a good chance there for Cole Palmer, but that actually went off wide the goalpost of Areola, and still 1-0 to Chelsea. 12 minutes gone in that encounter.
Yeah, 12 minutes gone in that encounter. Chelsea looking smoky in this encounter today, looking very, very good. But hey, let's see how 90 minutes end in this encounter. Nicholas Jackson shocking his critics, got an early goal. 4 minutes, early goal for him.
Yeah, early goal for him. Really, really, really good way to start the second half for Chelsea. And, we've not really seen them go through the part of Noni Madueke, who is another menace against any defense. So it's still them loading that Jadon Sancho's wing in this encounter. When you look at the players, even the players on the bench, and the attacking players for Chelsea on the bench, you have to realize that this season Chelsea might just be one of the best 3 teams in the EPL. They have the talent when attacking against any opponent. And there's what we do say about playing against high block teams. They will always always open their defense. Well, they always leave their defense open, and these Chelsea attackers will surely penetrate and take advantage of that. That is what we've seen with that pass from Jadon Sancho to Nicolas Jackson for that Chelsea first goal. But let's see how much West Ham will be trying to come back into this encounter. They also have themselves a fantastic trio of Kudus, Bowen, and Somerville up front. But I think their biggest undoing in this game has to be them not starting with a striker in this encounter, and it's because we have Michel Antonio on the bench, and they got that player Fokog from the German Bundesliga, but he's out injured in this one, and it's really going to be a big miss for them because Jadon Bowen is not an out-for-out striker. He's not a traditional striker, and it's one of those things that is affecting them in this game right now, because we saw that cross into the box there from Kudus, but Bowen couldn't just get his head into that because he's not a striker. But let's see how much they drive through the Chelsea defense in this one. They need to grow into this one. It has been a game Chelsea has dominated for 40 minutes.
All right, game Chelsea has dominated. So look, okay, now if you look at the table right now, the table has changed, and if you tell some Chelsea fan that Chelsea is in third position, they'll say, is it a dream?
No, it's not a dream. This season is just starting. We're still in week 5.
No, so. but when did they get to that position last?
I don't really know that, but the season is just starting, so we can't judge the season.
When did they touch that position last?
We can't judge the season at the end of
it's like a dream.
But the way they are playing this season, if you've seen Maresca from Leicester City, the way this pattern of play, even against Manchester City, Chelsea dominated possession. It was just the goals that didn't really come. It's not that they didn't create those chances, but thanks to having Nicolas Jackson up front, that was why they couldn't get some goals against Manchester City. But let's see how it goes in this one. West Ham comes out to attack there, and it looks like a Somerville on the ball there, cuts in what they lost possession, and the referee says it's going to be a free kick. That was an unnecessary foul there from Wesley Fofana, and it might just be a costly one against Chelsea. Thank God there's no Prowse anymore at West Ham, but they still Lucas Paqueta, who is also another fantastic player from set pieces. But I think that was unnecessary foul there from the Chelsea defender Wesley Fofana.
All right, we have Yemite in the studio. Yemite, how do you do today?
Yeah,
I know you're happy that Chelsea is winning right now.
This is how they do. They start to score first.
He said this is how they do. But this is not the Chelsea that score first. And we see for a very long time Chelsea having a clean sheet in the last encounter. For a very long time, not that they didn't get
the clean sheet they had was because Bournemouth.
But they had a clean sheet.
That clean sheet, it was well deserved for Sanchez. That is Sanchez's best performance for Chelsea since I started watching. Since I've been watching
Sanchez and Bournemouth being with.
Well, Chelsea also wasteful.
Not that Chelsea defended very well. Chelsea didn't really defend well. They exposed Sanchez. Sanchez was just good on his day. Look at that pass that Fofana gave to him that led to that penalty.
Okay, yes, West Ham coming all out against Chelsea there. That free kick was an horrible one there from Lucas Paqueta. And West Ham will still look to get that response and get that equalizer against Chelsea in this encounter as they move forward in this game. And sets it back into the part of the defense. There is El Massin on the ball there, and they still looks to come inward there against Chelsea. Chelsea blocking on the line, defending in what looks like a diamond defensive role in this game. Let's see how much they are going to contain West Ham in this one as they try to push themselves up front and see if they'll get up that equalizer against Chelsea. Still moving forward, finds his teammate on the ball there. Kudus on the ball there, and chose to go back into the middle of the park. Chelsea chase this with this great chance there. What's a defensive work there from that big man there, Ederson Alvarez, who was moving almost into the center back position in what looks like a 3-4-3 formation for West Ham right now. Sends a long one, but Robert Sanchez will pounce on that for Chelsea, and it's not really going to trouble the Spaniard Chelsea goal post there. And it's about 70 minutes gone in this encounter. Still Chelsea leading, costing that 4th minute goal from Nicolas Jackson. 1-0, and that is his 3rd goal this season. Yeah, his 3rd goal this season. Let's quickly look at the line up. Well, first of all, the formation here 4-2-3-1, 4-2-3-1 for both sides, playing the same diamond formation here. Then Sanchez as the goalkeeper of Chelsea. Then the back line here for Chelsea. Yeah, where we have Adara Bio, who is gradually becoming a regular in that position. Fofana, Cowell, Kokoyera is there. Then the midfield where you have Caicedo, Fernandes, and Sancho from the left side there, from the forwards too. Bama behind Jackson, who is up front, and Madueke
at the left side.
Yeah, 4-2-3-1 formation on the paper, but in process or in play is more like 3-4. In transition, it's more like 3-4-3 formation when they are in transition, because we see Levi Colwill, Tosada Abeyo, and Wesley Fofana spreading out in defense, and you have Marco Correa joining Caicedo in the pivot role, while Enzo Fernandez enjoys a free role in front of them. While we have Jadon Sancho, Madueke, Palmer, and Nicolas Jackson playing free role or very close to each other at the attack role.
Another beautiful moment for Chelsea. This is kind of is this a dream?
Nicolas Jackson, 2 goals already. Yeah, 17 minutes, 2 goals for Nicolas Jackson. Right away to rush by your critics. Wow, what a way to start this game. 2 goals from Nicolas Jackson.
I think it could be the headline. Nicolas Jackson scored an hat-trick.
It's possible. There were games last season. No, this thing. Let's talk about it. Is about the important moment.
Yeah.
Because if it was this clinical against Man City, Chelsea will not drop all 3 points. You know, that's where you have to put it in perspective. If it was this clinical against Man City last season, Chelsea would be in the final of FA Cup. So that is the aspect. But we have to give him his flowers. Today, doing very well. I think 2 chances so far and 2 goals.
Yeah.
And that's what we want to see. But looking at the finished, not the very best of performance from the goalkeeper. I think it could do better from that. Look at that opening. Look at that opening. Look at where the goalkeeper is. Look at the positioning of the goalkeeper. Open the space up for the striker to put it there. Let's see him consistently do this. Then we can see Jackson as a ref.
You know, like I said earlier when he scored the first goal, I think his biggest problem has to be is him getting frustrated when the goals are not coming in for him. Probably after missing 1 or 2 chances early in the game, he gets easily frustrated and always wanting to get a goal. And that is why probably the reason why he missed those 30 chances. But most games when I see Jackson scores early or scores or he has got himself onto the score sheet, he goes on to give good performance of himself in those accounts. But good one for him going front and having 2 chances and scoring 2. I remember the game against Bournemouth here. I was here saying in the studio that he needs to lose 5 chances before he scores 1. Today he has seen 2 chances and scored 2. But Jackson being Jackson, he will still give us those Jackson moments in this account.
But some credit to Caicedo for that.
Yeah, that was the defense splitting pass, no doubt, and that is one of those Maresca type pattern of football. You know, try and drop 1-2 passes. The striker will surely have an opening whereby he will be able to face on goal web, and you expect a midfielder splitting pass from a midfielder. That was a good pass there from Moses Caicedo, and it's one of those those chances just has been created. We saw this about 2 or 3 times against Manchester City. It was just wasteful from Chelsea in that encounter, but today they've seen 2 and they've been able to put 2 into the back of them. Probably he has seen that that competition from Christopher Nkunku coming off the bench against Bournemouth and got in that goal. He surely knows that yes, he has to get serious, because a lot of unnecessary one-on-one you'll have seen Nicolas Jackson miss. And I was saying that last season he trained so much with Raheem Sterling. We know Raheem Sterling also missing one-on-one, so it was normal. And this season is already training with a clinical striker. But having 4 goals already in 5 games in the EPL is actually a good one. But I'm not really interested in him scoring 3 goals in a game and going, having that about 5 games drought, because at the end of the day it's going to look like a start padding to me, whereby you are scoring 20 goals but not in important matches. So you can score about 4 hat-tricks and that is giving you about 12 goals already. So it has to be him coming to the party when Chelsea needed him the most.
All right, before Shegu start running the commentary, anytime Chelsea want to play, the player I want to see is Cole Palmer, but it's like this is not the style. This is not the days of Cole Palmer any longer in Chelsea. No. Anytime we play, it's not shining like I used to expect in those days.
On that, I want to ask you a question. In Guardiola's system, which player do you want to see?
I want De Bruyne. I don't want to see De Bruyne. I want to see Erling Haaland.
Is that team built around De Bruyne alone, Shegu?
No, not alone.
So that is the essence of total football. We call it total football, that everybody on the field is playing. So when you have that kind of team, it is very difficult to stop them. Now look at it. If you build a team around Cole Palmer, when you stop Cole Palmer, the team will struggle. But if you stop Cole Palmer in this Chelsea will still hurt you, because Sancho can do the job. None can do the job. We've seen game against the Wolves. You know, they were blocking the Kopama's ones and all, and none was.
Even against Bournemouth, Arishka said it that he could see that easily that Kopama is being cycled by about 3 players because they know that yes, last season that was the Fokama for Chelsea. He might just bring a chance for Noni Madueke, but straight into the hands of Ariola there. But let me see the difference between last season and this season. That last season, Pochettino actually built his side around Kopama, giving him that freedom to move around in last season. But this season it has been lot of duties for the Chelsea players. Everybody is involved this season with the flow of football. It's a total football. That is why you could see Moses Caicedo drop a pass, an assist from deep in the middle of the park. You could see that assist from Jadon Sancho also from the middle of the park, just free the all rushing Nicholas Jackson. So this season you don't have to tilt towards going through the path of Noni Madueke, who will cut inward and find Kopama. Everybody has to. It's more about total football. That was why against that game, during that game against Wolverhampton, I said that Chelsea this season Kopama might be getting more assists than the numbers of goals he got last season, which is the real work of a midfielder. You don't really have to give your goals your goals target to your midfielder. As an attacking midfielder, it should always be more about providing the goals for the striker. The goals will still come for Kopama, no doubt, and that is one of the reasons why I find it hard for him to start for England during the during the Euros, because this England pattern of play is almost like this: putting the ball on the ground, playing around everybody, playing a total football rather than putting it out depending on your attack on one or solely on one person. And that is one of the things that really affected him into getting into that England national team. He will get involved, no doubt, and he'll still get those goals this season, but he might not be getting that 20 goals he got last season, but he'll be getting himself double figure goals this season. All right, thank you very much.
So game on in that encounter is West Ham attacking right now with that shot going off target. You can see the frustration. Lipitegi doesn't look like a manager that has all his job cut out.
It's always problem when I saw the starting 11 and the way he came out all attacking against Chelsea, I knew it was really going to be a big problem for him. He wants to depend on the runs because that is what you are seeing when you have Kudus, you have Bowen, and you have Somerville up front. Then you want to make use of their pace, but at the back Chelsea has this kind of players who are never putting themselves under pressure. Even against Erling Haaland, Colwill, Fofana were relaxed during against Erling Haaland. Talk less of players who are always full of runners. And Enzo Fernandez and Moises Caicedo will really have to do a lot of work because they will have to cut those runners and those passes from the middle of the park. We've not really seen Lucas Paqueta join the attack for West Ham in this one. He has been cut short. He has been cycled in this middle of the park. So that is why you're aside from the treaty from I think when that is one thing that really frustrated everything. Abramovich was more of, if he invested in on Stamford Bridge, it's just like you dashing money out to like you renovating someone's house that is not your own house, because they will always remind you that you are not the owner of Stamford Bridge. You just own the players, not the Stamford Bridge, and you can't take Chelsea out of Stamford Bridge. That is the same frustration Todd Boyle and Egbali are currently facing with Chelsea pitch owners.
But at the rate that which Chelsea's popularity is rising,
they need to leave the stadium because just 40,000 capacity. They need more. They need to expand. Well, I don't really know why they are also not interested in expanding the Stamford Bridge. They just want to take here's a chance for Kudus there. Takes a swing there and straight into the hands of Robert Sanchez.
I don't think the gaffer is so happy that Chelsea's leading 2 goals to as a terrific typical Arsenal fan.
Oh, you're accusing me.
I remember that game against what's it called, Bournemouth. You were not in the studio. I was not in the studio. When we're getting close to the 80th minute, him and Doki were already Chelsea, typical Chelsea, this one, that one. I was just like, wow, no problem. In the 9 minutes, that shocker really.
Now they will give you room to talk. But you need to be in the studio yesterday when the gaffer was talking about boxing. Was like, my goodness.
Really hurt me. I was not in the studio.
You would have seen.
I love that fight between Dubros and and Anthony Joshua tonight. It promises to be another crazy fight, because when you watch Dubros fight, it reminds me of the early Anthony Joshua, a powerful fighter and a skillful fighter, no doubt. It's really going to be an interesting one. But I respect Anthony Joshua to get that victory. The experience will work for Anthony Joshua in that one. So we'll be watching that at 11 p.m. tonight. if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Anthony
the
Joshua
Wembley
against Dubious
We'll
for
go
that.
to the Wembley.
Yeah, we'll go to the
By
Wembley.
road or by
Or by Edo Airways. We'll get there.
That is to push the plane.
Yes, a chance for West Ham. Oh, was that a bit penalty there? The referee says that was a soft touch there, and some of you shouldn't be jumpy like he is in the summer holiday there. I think VR will be checking that to see if there was a penalty there. That was an unnecessary push for the Chelsea player there, and that might just be the defining moment of this game. Should that, I'm very sure VR are correctly checking that. Some of you back in possession of the ball. Chelsea regains possession in the middle of the park, and they'll look to attack there as they cut inward there. Is Jackson on the ball there for Chelsea? Whenever he's with the ball, he has a strong hold of the ball. Yes, he knows how to keep the ball. It's always hard to take that off his spot. And here's where these unnecessary fouls are what Chelsea really needs to cut short. I'm very sure VR will be checking that to see if there was a push there. Jadon Sancho inside there. Let's see where that's.
I think it's
Enzo.
Oh, that's a yellow card offense.
No, I think it was.
Let's see this again. Fofana again, yeah. Unnecessary and pulling there. That was so unnecessary. I think he went down too early.
I think the player was going in for the 1-2. Without that pull, he will get.
But he had his hand there. He had his hand all over him in the box. He shouldn't be doing that in the box. This is an experienced player, for Christ's sake.
Now, what they will check is if it is strong enough.
It's not strong enough.
It's not strong enough, but you shouldn't be doing
it
that.
Was like
in the box. No,
it was not like
VR checking that. It might be a penalty. It might be a penalty against Chelsea there. Because he got his hand. Even when he got into the box, he should have released him. Yeah. Not holding his hand like that. That might surely be a penalty against Chelsea. Let's see what VAR decisions will be. That was a crazy one there from Wesley Fofana.
He just
saw that to him, yes. And some of he's a fast player because that will surely, reduce his velocity the way he's running there.
And the referee is going to the VAR.
No, it's a free kick.
It's a free kick, not a penalty.
It's a free kick, not a penalty.
I think they didn't give that. They didn't give that one. But he was so lucky there. He was so lucky to get himself off the hook there, off the hook there. Because another manager, probably another referee like Anthony Taylor, will surely give that out as a penalty there. Because yes, he reduced the pace at which Somerville could be on, and that was a lucky one for Chelsea. It's going to be a free kick for West Ham there, and it's going to be taken by the former Chelsea player there. Palmieri sends that into the box there, but that won't trouble the Chelsea defenders, and we have a corner kick in this encounter. Enzo Maresca to the rescue for Chelsea there, and we have the second corner kick in this encounter, and it's West Ham who are taking this corner kick against Chelsea. And we saw a lot of Chelsea fans finally giving Enzo Fernandez his praises after that game against Bournemouth. He took that game that we didn't have Enzo to know what see what he brings into that team. I think that is actually a good one, because a lot of criticism for that young man since joining Chelsea for that big money. I don't know
why they didn't use Chukwuemeka instead.
Yeah, I don't really know. I think he's still trying to integrate Chukwuemeka into the squad. Even Kasede was on the bench that day. But even what's it called? Viega, who started that encounter against Bournemouth, he started slowly in that game, so slow. But I think, but later he got into the thick of action when this guy, we have just been a chance for West Ham there, and Chelsea. Sancho there lost possession. Kudus, Mohamed Kudus on the ball there, and drops it straight onto the part of the former Manchester United Wan-Bissaka there, just to break out in this moment here, and Jadon Sancho with an important block there. Kudus on the ball there, comes inward and finds Paqueta, and finds Somerville, and still West Ham against Chelsea. Just very chance for West Ham. What a goal! And you can see the player asking for offside. Yeah, it was given as offside. Mohamed Kudus, look at that movement. And Chelsea defenders needs to be careful. I think it was offside. He was offside there. He also knows that he was in the offside position.
And it's like he's injured in the lips.
But good movement there from the Ghanaian winger. Let's see that again. Was that offside? Yeah, he bought it out there. And that's the second minute. That was the first real threat from West Ham, putting the ball into the back of the net there. But the linesman adjusts out to be offside against Mohamed Kudus. And West Ham are gradually the Hammers are throwing every hammer to the park right now against Chelsea, and coming all out against the Blues, looking to get themselves into this account. All West Ham needs right now is just one goal against this Chelsea, and Chelsea will go back to last season Chelsea, because once they concede one goal after going, that's why I don't really like Chelsea going up 2 goals in the first half in games like this, because one goal, if they should score 1 goal now, it destabilizes the whole Chelsea's defense setup. I think maybe the centre backs needs to really improve. Although it started like this for us now, also before we now have Gabriel and Saliba now being the bane of it for Arsenal.
You know that Gabriel was also present in that inconsistent.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
And I think the guy that has just been missing has to be Fofana, because Fofana is one guy that can really bring some pace and solidity into that defense. But James looks like he's not coming back anytime.
It should just be probably next season. If that injury is reoccurring, maybe he should not start looking into being an assistant coach than more, because it's looking like you always have that recurrent injury worries. There's no answers to that. So getting him a good permanent permanent healing for that is recurrent.
I think his doctor should be advising him to. I think to me it's time to quit football.
It's too early. It's too early.
Because
they just have to contain. They have to contain.
I think was it Ronaldo of Brazil that went out for almost 2 years?
Yeah.
And he came back.
Yeah.
So players go out like that.
When he was at Inter Milan, he had an ACL. Get the Sancho with the ball there. Still drops a pass there. Look at those pocket passes from Jadon Sancho. Cuts in what? Oh! What a piece of skill there for Jadon Sancho. But the final, Nicholas Jackson. Is that Jackson or who?
It's Jackson.
Normal.
But he has got 2 now.
It's not about. See, let me tell you. This is West Ham. You look at who you are competing with. That's the main thing. You want to go back to
West Ham is a small team.
It's not about them. That's what it's they are not a small team. They can come out against you anytime and get themselves goals. You need to put those balls in the back of the net, not just wasting those balls like typical Nicholas Jackson. Forget those 2 goals. I knew that when the jungle
if
starts.
If you see that finishing, it was all about that second goal that I saw just now. The goalkeeper's positioning was very poor. You already opened the space for him to put it. What if he's a goalkeeper that covers
Chelsea attacking back. Nicholas Jackson on the ball there for Chelsea on his favorite left wing there. He will go straight against West Ham. There cuts inward there with the ball there. And he wanted to go on goal there. Where movement there from Chelsea. Lost possession in the middle of the park. And West Ham will look to attack against Chelsea. Paqueta on the ball. Against the Chelsea defenders and sends it straight into the part of Somerville. Somerville will go ahead against the Chelsea centre back there. Cuts inward there with the ball there. Still holds onto the ball and beats out Chelsea, but returns it back into the middle of the park. Yes, West Ham coming all out to attack there. Rodrigo is on the ball. Cuts inward and holds onto the ball there for West Ham. And what would they make out of that? Sends it straight into the part of Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka comes inward with the ball there. And the Manchester United players drops it deep in there. Former Manchester United player, sorry. But Somerville with all his pace there couldn't just add more pace to get onto that ball. And West Ham will be making an early substitution. They'll be throwing Soucek 8 of the second time in the 36 minutes. And here is where the problem will be, because it looks like they want to be using the area threat right now. Because it's needed. Jared Bowen playing as a 9 is not really the tallest of player. Only if there's a problem in the midfield, probably a player is out injured for West Ham. But let's see what that tactical substitution will be.
Will be going into the
we'll be going into the middle of the park. That's what I'm saying. I want to see the tactical substitution. Lopetegui wants to make there for West Ham. Chelsea back in possession, returns it to the Chelsea goalkeeper there. Sanchez will look inward into the midfield and play it to the left back. Kukureya, who is playing into inverted midfield role there, and still Chelsea in possession of the ball. Drops it straight into the part of Tosia Darabioyo, another player who is brilliant with the ball at his feet here. He plays like a midfielder from defense for Chelsea. And yes, Chelsea attacking through the wing of Noni Madueke, who looks to cut inward there for Chelsea. There cuts inward. Wrong there. And the first time Noni Madueke has been called into action was almost
that hey, God of soccer will shine his light upon them. So it will be a free kick to West Ham. The foul from Levi Colwill on Jared Bowen. Both English international, both left-legged, and Jared Bowen being the captain today. I think, would you say, Shegun, that Jared Bowen has really done enough for West Ham to be wearing the captain?
I think he's not even just today. Okay, yes, Antonio is the captain, and he's the assistant captain. I think it has to when it comes to the experience of what he has brought to West Ham team. I think he might be the next in line to be the captain of West Ham.
Yeah, the Hammers there. What? The Hammers has not brought their hammer to this game. So far, it's been Chelsea hammering them 2-0 at this point. And not so favorite fans like the Gaffer might not be happy with this scoreline so far.
Okay,
But
let me just
we will be glad that they are not happy.
let me quickly read this message because you are talking about happy. We have Benedict Boniface here. See, Yemi, I'm actually happy that Chelsea is leading.
Wow. Wow.
Yes, we know Mr. Ben. We know Mr. Ben to be a typical Chelsea fan.
Yes.
Mr.
Okay.
Benedict is
Benedict.
an Arsenal fan.
He's an Arsenal fan.
He's an Arsenal fan.
Yeah, that didn't get to his mind. Don't worry. That is not from his mind. That is not from his mind. You just have to.
I'm very happy for Chelsea.
An Arsenal fan be happy that Chelsea is leading. No. You hardly see that. There's no matter how the small team Arsenal is playing, I want to see Arsenal beating. That is it. That's what actually gives me joy. I just want to see Arsenal fans, wallowing in pains, having that discussion that we should have won this game, we should have do this. I just want to see Arsenal lose. That is it.
Second to none.
Okay, what about if Arsenal lift the trophy?
It's not EPL. It's not possible.
It's
It's not
not possible.
possible.
Sorry, it's calm.
If it happens, if it happens, I don't know what you would do. You would join them to celebrate.
Of course.
Definitely we join them to
I'm not
celebrate.
an enemy of progress, but at the same time, it will never happen.
You wish it never happened, but
There will be parties all over Nigeria.
There'll be parties all over Nigeria. Showed up. It happened that Arsenal wins the EPL. The EPL is still in week 5 here. Yeah, it's up Kudus with the ball there. And Chelsea's defender there. Kukureya in and out there. Chance there for West Ham. Well, Suchek with his false up, retreat and goal against Chelsea in this counter. But straight into the hands of the Chelsea goalkeeper there, Robert Sanchez. What an important block there from the Chelsea player. Because he was almost his face down block in that moment. And here's Chelsea back in possession. Robert Sanchez will start to play from the face for Chelsea. It's the 41st minute of this account. Chelsea still leading West Ham 2-0. 2 early goals there from Nicholas Jackson to send Chelsea to go up in this account. And here's back into the hands of the Chelsea goalkeeper.
All right, Shego, we're having a caller here. Hello. What is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Ben.
Oh, Mr. Ben, how do you do today? I can see you already smiling, and I'm feeling the joy from here that your team is winning.
I'm only watching from my bed, and actually after this.
You said? I can't hear you, Mr. Ben. What did you say? Hello, Mr. Ben.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah. I said, how are you feeling right now? Chelsea is leading 2-0, and it's our Nicholas Jackson that score.
That is not. It's not sure yet. The guy is just some fluke goal that he scores. So,
Two goals.
I'm not bad.
2 goals.
I know he scored 2 goals, but the goals are fluke.
But what about if he had missed it? You would have criticized him. But now he has scored it. Why not just?
Oh yeah, I mean, he knows that. Nkunku might take his spot at some point if he doesn't. So.
All right, so it's a good one for Chelsea so far. So, yeah, with the way the match is going, but you see them holding up to the end.
Well, that is the problem with Chelsea. The defense is not very. It's not very rock solid. And West Ham have been, they've been pushing. Hopefully they hold it tight. If they keep this 2-0 till the end of the first half, I think they might hold it. They might hold it up.
This isn't going to play.
No. So right now it's already 42 minutes, going to the 43rd minute of this encounter, and probably if West Ham will score, probably they will get a 1 goal. We know that Chelsea is not defensive inclined, but we saw them got their first clean sheet in the last game against Bournemouth that ended 1-0. For a very long time, they didn't get that clean sheet, but they got it. So don't you think they are gradually coming to a good defense? They're a good defensive team.
I mean, they are trying. They are trying, but they are not as solid as they were during, Thiago Silva, Reece James, and co. But they might get there because it looks like each time they play, they see their error, and maybe the coach works on it. They work more on, I think, the position thing, which actually boils down to you can have the position, but you might not score the goal. So you can do possession, but at the same time just crown it with goals, which is what matters. Because otherwise, your position does not count. He doesn't win a trophy with that. So, so far today they are trying. They are doing well. Position-wise, they are good, and at least Nicholas has not thrown away anything yet. He's been fantastic, and Sancho has been awesome.
Wow. So do you agree that the inclusion of Sancho into this Chelsea squad is a good idea?
He can win the ball without having your.
I think it's a good idea.
All right, it's a good idea. What about Tosin?
Yeah.
We see him playing from the right back, and gradually we saw him in the last encounter, and here also today. How will you rate his performance for Chelsea at the back line?
Tosin is good. I didn't even know the guy was that good. The guy is good. I think they all deserve time to play.
Right.
You understand? Because if you don't give them the chance to play, you won't know how good they are. It's the same thing that happened to Mo Salah and what is his name in Man City. They didn't have the time to play, so they were not able to prove themselves. So it's just the time to play. And like the Chelsea squad, everybody want to play. They are all fantastic. So it boils down to the coach who you want to use. But I think Tosin is been very brilliant.
All right, Tosin been very brilliant. So far, what is your prediction for this match today, Mr. Ben? How do you think how the match is going to end? How do you think the match is going to end?
I am predicting 4-1.
4-1. Wow. I think.
Yes.
Are you predicting Nicholas Jackson with a hat trick today?
Okay, half-time break.
I wish he get a hat trick. At least that might boast him. These two go. Actually, I want him to score because he's going to raise his morale. So if he get a hat trick, it will be a kudos. Yeah, I wish he do, but I'm not. I'm not sure if he can, because sometimes when you bank on him too much, then that's when it disappoints you. But I don't think.
All right.
Yeah, I think Madueke might score one.
Okay. All right.
I think Madueke might score one. You said.
Mr. Ben, talking about the game, Bournemouth clean sheet. I want to hear your thoughts on the defense. Is it just a matter of good defensive work, or just the goalkeeper and Bournemouth who decided to collide and do their thing, one in the positive and one in the negative way?
Can you repeat that question again? I didn't get it well.
Okay. What I'm saying is, on the day, the Bournemouth match, where Chelsea got the first clean sheet of the season, the Bournemouth match, we saw that Bournemouth players were wasteful, and we also saw that Sanchez was top of his game. So people tend to attach it to the defensive brilliance. Can we really say it's about the defensive brilliance in that encounter?
No. I don't think it was because they to be very, very frank, Dortmund, they deserve a point in that game.
Honestly.
Because they played. It looks at some point. It looks like they were 13. Even though I know they were 13 because I have the crowd and then I have the referee who is part of them. Like fire, if they had bought this guy.
Osimhen.
What is his name?
Osimhen.
It would have been deadly. Hopefully, maybe the criticism for Jackson maybe is working on it, and he'll probably start scoring goals. So that is it.
All right, Mr. Ben, thanks for calling in. I hope you just call back again, and at the end of the match, you say 4-1 in favor of Chelsea in this encounter today. Well, let's see, at the 90th minute, or probably towards the end of the game, you can call back and let us see. Probably then, maybe it will be 4-1, or maybe West Ham must have equalized that time. So we hope you call back again.
Is there any prize?
Is that prize? Last time you predicted, I say I give you a bottle of red wine, one expensive one. Yeah.
I didn't say it.
Just they're playing 1-0, that they're not 2-0.
And that is, so you didn't get it, but they actually won. They actually won. I just hope today you get 4-1.
Yeah.
I have a prize for you. This one is personal, oh.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
All right, Mr. Ben, thanks for calling in.
All right, guys.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the end of the first half. It ended Chelsea leading against West Ham 2-0 at halftime. 2 goals from Nicholas Jackson in this encounter, and you can see him, giving that response to his his critics, and up to the Champions League. John Obi Mikel was still criticizing him, saying, "Yes, I don't have a problem with Nicholas Jackson, but he has to work on his finishing, and that is what makes you a striker. The number of balls he puts into the back of the net is what makes you a striker. And at the age of 22 to 23, I don't expect him to be babysitted and being taught what his primary duties should be. So he should be taking those criticism to art. No, he shouldn't be taking it to art. Sorry, not him taking it to art the way he's currently taking it, because he's always giving response here and there to John Obi Mikel, fighting for himself. But let's just see if it fires him up positively, because that is what really matters most for Chelsea and Chelsea supporters and Chelsea fans. And we've seen the first half, the first 45 minutes, Chelsea 2-0. But towards the end of the game, it was more about West Ham coming all out against Chelsea and getting themselves in promising position, but they were just wasteful in front of goal and couldn't put those chances to bed. Let's see how they come back in the second half. But my biggest problem right now has to be Wesley Fofana. He was almost giving out a penalty, and he has got himself a yellow card from the same situation. Getting all his hands around them, Somerville, and now Somerville wants to go around him in the second half because he's playing on the right back position. And if he's getting himself in that same that same attitude again, it might just be his matching orders in this game, and it's going to put Chelsea in a lot of troubles against this West Ham team. Probably you look at the bench and the only name you see is the Sassy again.
Alright, so
lot of problems.
So I think that will bring us to actually let's look at the stats of the first half. But Mike, before we go, your take on the first half, before we check the.
I think it was a good first half. West Ham was sloppy in the middle, got punished for it. When they could wake up, they were 2-0 down already. So I think that was where the issue came from.
All right, yeah. Let's look at the stats of the first half here, where we see Chelsea always dominating position these days. 62%. 52% to 48% for Chelsea. Now you look at the number of goal attempts. It is even West Ham that had more goal attempts than Chelsea. They had 9 and Chelsea had just 5. Shot on goal, 2 for Chelsea, 3 for West Ham. A corner kick, 4 corner kick for West Ham and none for Chelsea. At this point, the goalkeeper save, 3 goalkeeper save from Sanchez. That is the start of the first half.
Well, it has really been a good start to this game for Chelsea against West Ham. But how much they really grow into this encounter is what really matters. Because after those 2 goals, we've seen Chelsea gone, to the back foot in this encounter. They need to come all out against West Ham. They need to get more goals. Because you look at the West Ham bench, if West Ham are sending in the likes of Antonio, who might just be clinical in front of goal, they might be finding themselves in a lot of troubles. All West Ham just needs in this game to put Chelsea under the pressure is just one early goal in the second half. And we saw the way the first half ended. It was really a disappointing one from my own side of view for the Chelsea players. They really left a lot of openings in their back. But let's see how they come back into the second half. It's what really matters most.
All right, let's look at the bench of West Ham and let's see which of those players can come in here and make the difference here for West Ham. Where we have Antonio on the bench, Kofai on the bench, Griswell on the bench, Fabianski on the bench, Inks on the bench, Avon on the bench, Sofa on the bench, Suchek was brought in, then Tudiba on the bench. That is the bench from West Ham.
And there's Solé too on the bench, the Spaniard who can make a lot of difference. Mikel Antonio too can come up and make some difference. They need presence in that center forward. I think that's what has been lacking. They need somebody to keep the center backs in check, and I think that's the mistake Lopetegui made. It should have started with Antonio, as far as I'm concerned, so that I can put pressure on the 2 center back of the Chelsea players. So that's what I think. So I think that Antonio early second half, just bring him on, and maybe Solia to add more flexibility, but mainly just that number 9 presence. Now, the substitution made in the first half has shown promise. The midfield is now choked up a bit, so they just need somebody who can put pressure on the defense.
All right, somebody will put pressure on the defense. So let's look at the bench of Chelsea, where we have a Badesha, a Dunbury Hall, also there, the Sassi, John Felix on the bench there, Jorgensen, another goalkeeper, the new signed goalkeeper, Mikhaila Modric, Pedro Neto, Nkuku, and Vega on the bench for Chelsea.
Yeah, to me, a lot of attacking players on the Chelsea bench, and you have the likes of this Burial, Miyako Modric, and I don't know how Modric is really going to work into this Chelsea starting 11 right now, because you still have Pedro Neto, who is comfortable playing on the right and also on the left. And I think at the point in this game, we'll be having João Felix and Okuku come into this encounter for Chelsea, because I think they're still trying to grow them into this Chelsea's way of play. But I think on 100%, I think Chelsea still has the better bench than West Ham. They have players who can come onto this pitch and still cause a lot of damages for West Ham against West Ham in this encounter.
And there's a story that Chelsea can't wait to have Price, the young lad from Colombia.
And not just Price alone, there's also Estavio coming. Estavio is also coming.
Because a lot of clubs are now beginning to look at it, because it was all easy for Chelsea to go Price. And with the way his price is rising, really, it will be one all of an addition.
Yeah, it will be one all of. But he plays as an attacking midfielder, so there will be a big problem for him, because there's also Kopama in that slot. I'm also looking at Estavio also coming for Chelsea in 2025, because him and Paez will be joining Chelsea in 2025. Estavio also has Noni Madueke to compete with on the right part, and he's also saying that he wants to play in the middle of the in the middle of the field as a 10. That is where he wants to play. When you watch Estavio plays for Palmeiras, a fantastic player, lot of skills. Reminds me of a younger Neymar playing for Santos. The way that young man plays his football. So a lot of young talents coming to join Chelsea next season. But I think when it comes to 2025, they will have to move one of Noni Madueke and Pedro Neto. One of them will have to leave Chelsea. Even in the center of the midfield, one of Kopama and Christopher Nkuku will have to leave. But I think it will likely be Christopher Nkuku, which Chelsea will be cashing out on.
All right, and Falkrock is missing in West Ham. Is injured. Yeah, out.
But all these guys are mentioning, there's not assurance that they'll come to Chelsea and hit the ground running.
Esteve is just like Victor Roque. Yeah, he's now with Real Betis. Yeah, I think Estevio might actually hit it at Chelsea, because you look at his pattern of play, reminds me of Willian without it reminds me of a certain Willian and Arjen Robben pattern of play. So I think he would definitely hit it at Chelsea, but he's still a young player. He might still need to understudy the likes of Noni Madueke and Moziko and Pedro Neto. I remember when Noni also joined Chelsea freshly, he couldn't get himself into the starting 11, though he's a big talent when he joins for PSV. But look at it over time, he has actually made it straight into the starting 11. The first season might be rocky for Estevio when he joins Chelsea, just the same way maybe 1 minute here and there, the way Hendrick is currently earning it at Real Madrid. Maybe that is how Chelsea are going to utilize Estevio when he joins. Even
so, like our page, that's a little way you can support Premier Sports Fan Center, where we have a message from Ike Benedict. I think it's like he's turning his word. Probably he made an error in his first comment. He said the first one was Yemi, I'm actually happy that Chelsea is leading. Then he now say, oh, Yemi, I'm actually not happy that Chelsea is leading.
Yes,
that's what we expect. That was more like it.
Okay, I said that I'm always having issue when Chelsea leads 2-0 in the first half of the game. If they were leading 1-0, yes, though, that sense of urgency will still be there from the players that coming into the second half. They need to get a second security goal. But having scored 2 goals in the first half, typical Chelsea from last season. We saw it against Luton Town happened, where they were almost
against Wolves.
Wolves also, yeah. They were against Luton. They were 2 goals up or so, and we got to 3-1, and very close to the end of the 3-0 up to 3-2. Yeah, And they almost lost that game. So that is what you get from Chelsea. It's not like when they are 2-0 up, it's looking like a secured goal. And you also look at it in this game. After going 2 goals up, they've actually been on the back foot of the second half. But let's see how they come into the second half. They need a big comeback in the second half against. They need a big performance against West Ham in the second half. And here's a chance for Chelsea's Jackson moving on the solo run there. He should be dropping this pass down here and straight into the hands of Chelsea are running riots in the second half. What a way to start the second half. Nicholas Jackson being the provider and Cole Palmer with the goal there. His second goal, this season. What a way to start the second half. Just the way Chelsea started the first half, and we can see the West Ham fans making their way out of the field. Lucas Paqueta is in disbelief that they've conceded another goal early stages in the second half. Chelsea attack is really a big threat against this West Ham. What a goal from Cole Palmer as he just sent that ball to the roof of the net. But it was Petegi there looking lost in thought there. What a way to start. Look at that movement. This 1-2 touch is really big problem for any team against Chelsea.
And look at how Cole Palmer had to pace down and went to open up. And look at the finish. You have to give a lot of credit to the English international. And honestly, one guy that has really profited from this moving away from Man City has to be Cole Palmer. You can't compare the level
not just Cole Palmer alone. You look at the joy at which JJ Sancho is playing at Chelsea this season. Playing with a relaxed mind, honestly. Not you be frustrated coming onto the pitch, looking frustrated like he was at Manchester United. It's really working for the young man, and good one for Chelsea to see them. But 3 goals up right now. Now they've gotten the security goal. They just need more goals, to just start pad those more goals.
And you know that Man U is like they used to kill glory. I don't know. Look at the guys that
I do have a lot of problem whenever I have this conversation with Manchester United fans and they tell me that the environment is what is killing these players. You don't make your environment unconducive for players. You have to make it conducive for the players. Not when your manager is having front and back with a player. I remember that issue he had with Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the greatest in this world. You should be proud that you are coaching or you're having a player like Cristiano Ronaldo in your dressing room and your setup. Look at that young man. He gave you about 18 goals in his first season playing with you, and all of a sudden you just pushed him to the bench, a legacy player, and you're putting him to the bench. You're going to the media having all this discussion that this and that until Ronaldo left Manchester United. It was more like a frustrated move away from a club like Manchester United, which is not really good. And not just Ronaldo alone. Same thing happened with Jadon Sancho.
It's like always go personal on the players.
See Jadon Sancho outside Manchester United now, enjoying his football. We saw him with Dortmund last season. It was one of the reasons why Dortmund got to the final of the UEFA Champions League. Gave a good account of himself. And this season he has left Manchester United, joined Chelsea, and you'll see the joy on his face.
Even after he had the conversation with Ten Hag to settle their differences. And I think that as a coach who knows his own names, you should know how to harness the talent away from the character. Because Diego Costa won the league for Conte away from his character. He harnessed the talent, won the league. The way he treated him afterwards, we don't want to.
And again, did you listen to the conference?
Look at Jose Mourinho's and Balotelli. Even Jose Mourinho and Zlatan Ibrahimovic. These are even more stubborn players than Jadon Sancho.
Do you listen to Ten Hag press conference about Rashford?
So
he was saying that he need to in his outside life he need to be disciplined with his outside life.
There's no need for a manager to be coming out and be dropping all these details in the presser. Look at Anthony. Where's Anthony today? He has dropped into the bin. I can't even really remember the last time Anthony started an EPL game, and these are one of his legacies. These are the players he bought from what's it called, from his Ajax team. Look at Andre Onana too. Look at the number of goals he has conceded. But you need to give this player sense of belonging, sense of belief, and sense of belonging. Look at Misha. That is what's it called, Modric. Even with all the numbers of unfavorable performance he was giving when with the different managers that coached him at Chelsea, you will never see a Chelsea manager come to the press and talk down on his. It affects those players emotionally. They are also humans.
All right, we have one message here from Festus John. He say, "I'm happy Chelsea is back and stronger."
Yeah, always we can always say that they are currently leading 3-0, so he has to be so happy seeing his team doing the magic. And right now Chelsea currently sits second behind Manchester City, but they've played one more game ahead of both Arsenal and Manchester City. Chelsea are playing their 5th game, while Manchester City has played 4 games in this account. Yes, Chelsea moving forward there, Nani Madueke, but the referee says that is not going to be a foul.
One good thing about that is Man City and Arsenal, one will cancel them.
Yeah, one is going to cancel each other out tomorrow. Yes, Chelsea back in possession there. Nani Madueke will be looking for his own goal in this account. Sends it straight into the path of Nicolas Ma these days, because he takes the heat from the opposition. But it's to Chelsea's advantage, because when you are putting so many, just the same way the manager also talked about it, that yes, these days if they are putting attention on Cole Palmer, they are giving them more openings to make good use of other players around him. I think that's really worked the magic for Chelsea. But those kicks, I think it needs to be protected a lot for Chelsea.
Yeah, so Solie and Antonio are coming up to the field.
But some have been withdrawn,
and Alvarez has been withdrawn. He has not really come to the party this second half. So you can just understand the reason why the coach is tilting towards that substitution. So
defense finds Tosin Adarabioyo, looks inward into midfield, finds Caicedo to Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer on the ball there, beats his man, but was brought down there in that process. I think this is the right substitution, bringing in Disasi probably for Fofana.
Yeah, I think bringing in Disasi for Fofana so that he will avoid the yellow card. Because now the Ghanaian will be on him, Mohamed Kudus. So there's every tendency
he will get a red card.
So
but Disasi is also not a player that you can actually rely on in that right back position. But let's see what's it. Yeah, a yellow card. Okay, yes, Jadon Sancho also been withdrawn in this encounter to a rousing standing ovation from the Chelsea fan. The Manchester United player on loan at Chelsea, with Chelsea having an obligation to buy him at the end of the season. You can see the fans there, give him a sense of belonging at Chelsea there. As Pedro Neto, who has been thrown into this encounter in the 5th or 7th minute of this game.
Football is funny. When you see Baghdad and Todd sitting together, you think they are friends. There is war going on in between them. Who will buy each other out of the Chelsea?
I'll go straight to the comment section on Facebook. Here we have Anana Anthony Chimeze. Chelsea are winning, and that is what matters most. Yes, you can say that. That's what really matters most. And say Anana Anthony Chimeze, you guys are doing a great job of analysis in the studio. Chelsea should keep Madueke and Noni. Let's sell Modric. Okay, still Anana. Yeah, thanks for being with us. Chelsea's winning this game. Yeah, no doubt you guys are 30 goals up in this encounter. Let's see if you can keep that up for the next 30 minutes of this encounter, as we're going straight into the 58th minute of this game. 2 minutes away from the 1 hour mark of football in this game. It's West Ham who are still chasing this one, looking to get their comeback on the run in this encounter. If you're a booker or a bookmaker there, you can think Chelsea can be like Everton, or you can put your money on West Ham to do a comeback against Chelsea.
Yeah, you can put your money where your mouth is. The same way Mr. Benedict can put his money where his mouth is against Chelsea, as it is right there. Maybe,
but funny enough, West Ham are growing into this game.
Yeah, they're going into this game, but 3-0 is a tall order, really.
There's a chance there for West Ham there. And still in the box there, still been played in the balls dangerously. Chelsea will clear their lines there, but still West Ham in possession of the ball. What will they make out of this in the box there? Still Chelsea defending their numbers, and the roll out out. And still a long shot there from West Ham. Still West Ham in possession, and the shot there. But that won't threaten the Chelsea goalkeeper. And that was a big shot there from Carlos Sola there. And you might just be a chance for Chelsea to run straight across the goal there. But Ariola to the rescue, sends the long one back into the middle of the park there. Chelsea in possession there. And the referee adjudged that to be an infringement. And it was Moses Caicedo who picked that up for Chelsea.
No, my issue is it when Chelsea is winning, Enzo Ball is not applicable any longer? Because you notice it since we started. If Chelsea was leading 2-0, Enzo Ball doesn't work at that time. They just start defending.
Yeah.
But this is not how Guardiola does his thing.
Even
though when they are leading 5-6-7-0, they are still in charge of the possession. So what is happening to Enzo Ball?
I guess 1 hour of football already at the London Stadium. We've seen 1 hour of football. It's Chelsea still leading away from home 3-0 against West Ham. They have 30 minutes to hang on in this encounter. Let's say if we'll be having more goals, or will it be West Ham getting to cancel the zeros on their score sheet right now? Still West Ham in position. Kudus, I guess, Palmieri, Emerson there with the ball there, cuts inward and returns back into the center of the fence where he finds his teammate Max Kilman there, returns it into the middle of the park. And here's West Ham coming out. I guess Chelsea, what will they make out of this? Still returns it into the middle. And here is Jared Bowen, who is now playing in his more familiar position in the center of the middle of the park there. Here's West Ham there. And here might just be a chance for West Ham to. That was a crazy one. He crossed into the box there. Disaster to the rescue. Was out for a corner kick to West Ham.
Yeah, out for a corner kick to West Ham. It is and Jared Bowen on his heels trying to run down to the corner kick flag. Grabs the ball. About to take this corner kick. 61st minute of this encounter. It is already 1 hour football gone. And hey, it's Chelsea leading 3-0. 2 goals scored by Jackson. Not Michael Jackson, but the Jackson from the Senegalese side of Africa right there. So Jared Bowen will try to pick his teammate in the middle, plays that one, but straight to Robert Sanchez, who grabs that one and grabs it easily. And Kopama will take this one, and it will be a counter attack for Chelsea, running down the right with the ball. And hey, there's a support cut down the right. Disasi, and hey, still Chelsea in a dangerous place. Oh, Disasi will shoot, but it was blocked. We know that is a typical defender attempt right there.
Jackson possession there. Just throwing there.
No. It was
Jackson. Emerson will take that throw straight into the path of Paqueta. Paqueta will chase that, and Cole Palmer will bring him down there. And he's going to roll out for a free kick. So that was Kilman there. No, that's not Kilman. That was Sola, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Carlos Soler.
Yeah.
And yes, still West Ham coming out against Chelsea right now, looking for that equalizer against the Blues. Paqueta on the ball there, returns it straight into the path of Kudus. Mohamed Kudus will come inward with the ball there for West Ham. What will he make out of this? Tries to beat his man there. Disasi recovers fast for Chelsea. Straight to play in the center of the first. Chelsea will clear their lines right now, straight into the path of Noni Madueke. Madueke with the ball there, releases straight into the path of Kopama. Kopama with the ball, looks inward, finds his captain. And yes, still Chelsea coming all out right now to attack against West Ham United. That pass was a really hospital pass, the way Yemite loves to call it. And yes, West Ham turned on defense to attack against Chelsea right now as a look to move against Chelsea and get that equalizer. Cross into the box there from Wan-Bissaka.
No,
Antonio, sorry. But that's one stretching the Chelsea defense and rolls out for a corner kick to West Ham. 62 minutes gone at the London Stadium. Still Chelsea leading 3-0.
Yeah, 3 goes to Chelsea, 3 up at the London Stadium. Corner kick to West Ham. It is Antonio winning that corner kick for his team after coming on this
6 corner kick to them. And Chelsea 0 corner kick in the second half.
Yeah,
wow.
So West Ham is leading corner kick wise, while Chelsea is leading goal scoring wise. One will give you 3 points. One will let
but with 6 corner kicks, they might actually get it going this game. And yes, Cole Palmer with the ball. Yeah, it might just be a chance for Chelsea to break out against West Ham. And yes, Chelsea on the break here. Oh, slow that down. Shoot.
No, don't
should be passing
shoot. You should
no, that's the problem with Noni Madueke. You also want to get on the score sheet. That is my biggest problem with him. When
and even a pass,
a back pass would have been better there. Not him going on goal on direct. They sends it straight into the path of the goalkeeper Ariola to actually destabilize that Chelsea's counter. I'll be seeing 2 substitutions from Chelsea and 2 terrific players coming in. Jackson won't be getting his hat-trick in this encounter against West Ham as he has been withdrawn by Enzo Maresca, and so his replacement is going to be Chelsea goal scorer against Bournemouth. I'm talking about Christopher Nkunku, who will be thrown into this encounter for the remaining 27 minutes of this game. Nicholas Jackson got 2 goals. First one in the 4th minute of this encounter, and the second one in the 18th minute. But he'll be going out right now in the 64th minute of this game. And also, wow, Kopama will be withdrawn. He doesn't even believe that he will be withdrawn. Is it the one going out? I think he's one. He's the one going out. Yes, he's the one going out. He's not even surprised that I'm going out because you had to see him being replaced in a Chelsea game.
You can't really blame the coach. He was talking about wanting to withdraw James at 65th minute, getting injured 63rd minute.
Yeah.
You have to manage all these guys. Too many fixtures. There's
a lot of kicks on this young man in this encounter. Chelsea making 3 substitutions in this game already. Nicholas Jackson not able to complete his hat-trick in this game. You can see the players cheering him up on the bench there and giving him that pat on the back that he has good performance from you, no doubt. 2 goals, 1 assist in this encounter. You can see him and Jadon Sancho. Him and Fofana there. Turning into best of friends. Yeah, right now Chelsea still looking for the 4th goal in this encounter, and they've brought in both what's it called,
Joao
Christopher
Felix.
Nkunku and Joao Felix. Another trouble in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, one thing I think Joao Felix has brought in is for the playmaking role also, but I don't know how Joao Felix will sink into that position. Maybe he will really be able to.
I think one thing is it looks like he will be able to manage on the players, because at the end of the day, every player in this Chelsea team will still be getting about 30 appearances this season. Because you can look at the goalkeeper, it looks like he'll be depending on Jorgensen for cup footballs, the Europa Cup, the Conference League, and the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. That will be Jorgensen. Another set of players playing that or making that a priority for them. In the league is another set of players making priority for them. Because you look at what's it called, Tosin Adarabioyo, not until last week when he came up against Bournemouth, which was his debut for Chelsea in the EPL. It has been him playing more in the cup football. So I think when it comes to player management, the manager talking about what's it called, Enzo Maresca has really done a good work about that. To keep players happy in a team is really a big work. It's really a big work for manager. Look at Modric. He's not even getting playing time these days. Probably will be playing more in the cup football. So anyway, there were gossips that he wants to leave January, and Chelsea are also interested in sending him out on loan come January, so that he might be getting playing time. He should be sending that cross into the box there. And yes, still Chelsea in possession of the ball there, but just for a chance for Chelsea to get a fourth goal. What is there from Joao Felix, the Portuguese, but couldn't connect that into the back of the net, and that went straight to the back of the net. Look at that movement. I think he should be doing better. Ooh, that was so close. That was so close. Because the goalkeeper has nothing to do there. There was nothing he was going to do there.
Yeah, he had no.
Yes, West Ham. Everything is going from bad to worse for West Ham as we're going straight into the 67th minute. It's still Chelsea leading comfortably in this one, 3-0 against West Ham.
Yeah, 3-0 against West Ham at this point in time. And looking good so far, Chelsea. I think gradually we can see the fans, coming back happy, and
oh my goodness.
Madueke.
This issue of Madueke was a topic.
Thank God we are leading 3-0.
Yeah, mate. It's a very
no,
big
he needs
topic.
to just like what's it called? Just like Jackson. Madueke too needs to work on his decision making. There are times that you don't need to be selfish. There are times
But
you don't
this
need
one
to
is
go.
not Nani. This is Caicedo.
That's Caicedo. No, it was not Madueke who started that ball. That should have dropped a pass that went for goal instead of dropping a pass. And yes, going to be a corner kick to Chelsea. There is Enzo Fernandez standing on this corner kick duties for Chelsea. Will it be an in-swinger? Will it be a short pass? Only time will tell. Let's see what decision the player will make. We have about 5 Chelsea players in the box. I don't know what Marco Correa is doing in the box there. He doesn't have that big height.
Pedro Neto is in already. So.
Yeah, Pedro Neto is in. He came in for what's it called? He came in for Jadon Sancho. In the second half. It's going to be a corner kick duty for Chelsea there. Neto takes it, a long one into the box there. Oh, almost going for goal himself from the corner kick situation there. Chelsea regains possession and sends it straight back into the hands of Enzo Fernandez, who finds Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto has 2 players to beat there, still holds onto the ball there and almost beats him there. But Chelsea has their second corner kick in quick succession. And 6 corner kicks to West Ham in this game and 2 to Chelsea. And this former Chelsea player there, Emerson Palmieri, who has seen a lot in this game.
Won the Champions League with Chelsea.
Yeah, he won the Champions League with Chelsea.
Really was a good left back. But Alonso didn't really make him get the number.
I really miss Alonso. God, I miss Alonso.
But the defending was just
horrible.
not the best.
But free kick and attack. Oh, there are some drop balls that Chelsea will drop into the box onto the part of Alonso. You know that Marcos Alonso is going to put it into the back of net. Yes, Chelsea cross into the box there. But that was easily defended there by West Ham. And still West Ham in the box there. And still that should be a foul there. Yes, the referee says that is a foul. So going straight into the 69th minute. Wan-Bissaka. He has been Wan-Bissaka in this game so much.
Yeah, he will just be happy for leaving Manchester.
Yeah, he's getting playing time this time,
and
he's really happy playing. That's just about players who are leaving Manchester United and happy wherever they are going to play.
When you are in a club,
look at players that join them. Look at Mason Mount.
Yeah.
Let's miss him out today.
Look at how he is. Yeah, I think it's just a house in disorder. It's not Manchester United. They are Manchester United.
Okay, so you can join us at 6:30 p.m. or 5:30 p.m. Sorry, when Manchester United plays against Crystal Palace this evening. The last time both teams faced out in the EPL, it was Crystal Palace defeating Manchester United 4-0. Let's see, but this time around they will be without what's it called, Michael Olise, who was the biggest culprit for undoing of Manchester United in that encounter. But let's hope Manchester United will bring it in at 5:30, and it's going to be on that double substitution from West Ham, and it looks like it's a chess game right now, and the manager is lost of thoughts.
Yeah,
he has to send his king to the party now. His queen. He has to send his queen to the wall now.
Yeah, he just has no choice. He has to react. So, West Ham back in possession, and Paqueta will find Jared Bowen down the right, who would like to cut into the dangerous area and across into the box. But Roberto Sanchez.
Finally, I'm really being impressed by what's it called, Sanchez performance for Chelsea. Yes, Chelsea coming all out right now. A chance for Chelsea into the box. There's Pedro Neto on the ball there, and another Woking deflection there. It's going to roll out for another corner kick to Chelsea in this encounter. Frustrations are getting straight into the 70th minute mark of this encounter. Let's see if Chelsea will get more goals in this game. Still Chelsea leading 3-0 against West Ham in this one.
Yeah, Chelsea leading 3-0 and currently having a corner kick. I think this will be the first or second corner kick.
Yeah, third corner kick to Chelsea,
Chelsea so far. And who will stand next to this one? Enzo Fernandez. It is that will take this one. Pedro Neto close to him, and maybe okay, yeah, it will be Enzo that will take this one. Pedro Neto already making his way into the box, takes that one. And flying, and Chelsea still with the chance. Madueke, yeah. So,
yellow card.
Honestly,
hope it's not one, but he has to take one for his team there, because Kudus moving there. Is that Kudus? Yes, it's Kudus. It will have been a big problem for Chelsea, because he was moving straight on the counter there, and there are sometimes you have to take this harsh decision and just go straight, crashing straight into your opponent.
As if he didn't do anything. Look at, he went in for the leg. Intentionally,
not even the ball.
So
went for the leg.
Now raised his hand. I didn't do it intentionally. You see, if the trumpet sound as it is now.
Where was Kudus also running?
He was running to get
it.
But talking about Marco Carella, he has been a revamped player.
From a player that at a point Chelsea fans wanted him out. He missed out on moving to Manchester United on deadline day, and from that time he has even displaced what's it called, Chilwell from the Chelsea starting, not just even Chelsea starting level. Even in Spain coming to the Euros, nobody expected him to be a regular. It was Grimado that was on everybody's mouth after Bade's had that injury. I think it was even Bade's injury that made Spain look onto the part of Marco Correa and called him up for the Euros. And he gave a good account of himself, never looked back, and took the defense, and was the best left back in the whole of Euros 2024.
You look at what he does, the way he joins the attack and still defend very well. Those are two qualities you can't just see anyhow. It's either you know how to attack and your defense. Look at Arnold. Arnold knows how to join the attack, but his defensive duties are in question. But when you look at Cucurella, you can't really question his defensive abilities and the way he joins the attack. So I think that's one thing that has been working for the young man. So is West Ham going on an attack right there? Cresswell will find his team and he shoots. Oh, that was like a back pass for Robert Sanchez. And he grabs that one. Also a Spanish goalkeeper. Yeah. But I don't see him wearing that jersey number 1 for Spain.
It's really going to be hard for him to get into the Spanish starting 11, because when you look at the goalkeepers, even Raya is not now the first choice goalkeeper. You have Unai another fantastic goalkeeper. Good with almost everything. I see him and Emiliano Martinez almost in the same class of categories of goalkeeper. Yeah. They are really good with the ball. They are good on their feet. They are good on air. They are good with the ball, even at their legs. Playing passes from outside the fence is always good with them. Even when it comes to penalty shootouts, you're at advantage whenever you're having Unai Simon as your goalkeeper. So it's really going to be hard for Sanchez getting into that. And then you have on David Raya, who is currently the best goalkeeper in the whole of EPL, not even getting into the starting team of starting 11 for of the Spaniards, and still Chelsea coming out right now, and Pedro Neto on Disasi doing the magic on the right wing there, and Chelsea Noni Madueke returns it to Disasi, and yes, Chelsea with a chance to attack against West Ham, and Noni Madueke will go inward into the box there, says a pass into the box there when you expect him to send the pass.
3-0 it is. West Ham back in possession. Ariola will send this long one forward. And hey, to no man's land. Kukaela still holding on to that West Ham player. He's on a yellow card. I think he needs to be careful because there's no equal replacement.
There's no equal replacement. It has to be Vega who have to come into the Chelsea team, and that was Enzo Fernandez, who was brought down there by the West Ham player in that moment. So Sushek went straight into the World Cup winner there, but he should be back on his feet. He's the standing captain for Chelsea tonight, and we can see the West Ham fans are making their way out of the pitch. They are so much not really happy seeing their team losing 3-0 at home against one of their fiercest rivals in the derby. Yes, Chelsea, the kicks are coming in. The kicks are coming in this counter, and that was João Felix, who was brought down there in the 77th minute of this game. 13 minutes to the end of this game is Marcel Kilman, the German defender, who has gone into the books of the referee. I hope we're not going to have about 20 yellow cards in this one, because we saw a lot of yellow cards in that last game between Chelsea and Chelsea and Bournemouth. But today I think we've seen about 1, 2, 3, 4 yellow cards already in the second. Won't be getting to that number of yellow cards.
And that numbers of yellow cards enter the record.
That's the highest number of the highest number of yellow cards
in the EPL.
And both Chelsea and Bournemouth were fined $25,000. Both of them were fined $25,000, so they have to pay for that disciplinary, probably because they didn't caution their players, and they got, I think emotions really got into that game and do it. But you have to give it to the players. At the end of the day, not a single record with the number of yellow cards we got in that game. Anthony was also card friendly that day. Any small thing, straight to the card, straight to the pocket. Still West Ham in possession of the ball there as a look to attack against Chelsea, sends it back into the middle of the park there. Still West Ham attacking right now, comes out against Chelsea there and sends it into that man there, Constantinos there. And yes, still West Ham looking dangerous against Chelsea. They can still get 3 goals within 20 minutes, within 10 minutes. Anything can happen in a game of football. Long one there from across the pitch that sends it to Antonio. I don't really know. Oh, sorry, not Antonio. Why is Antonio playing on the wing in this encounter? As Antonio on the ball there, looks to send one into the box there. There's Carlos Soule in the box there. Antonio still in possession, but Marco Correa there with an important block for Chelsea. That's going to roll out for a throwing to West Ham in the 81st minute of this game.
Yeah, 81st minute of this game, Chelsea leading 3-0. Antonio attacking down the right. But Cucurella will put a stop to anything.
I know Cucurella is actually a joy to watch for a defender. It reminds me of when Ashley Cole was playing for Chelsea. You know, the kind of joy and the kind of passion you have when you watch Ashley Cole play for Chelsea is so second to none. Here's a back in play there, straight into the hands of Ariola, who has conceded 3 goals and still counting in this encounter, because we can see more goals might still come into this game. West Ham still looking for that consolation goal, and straight into the hands of Jared Bowen, who finds Antonio with a cross into the box there, and Chelsea goalkeeper there to the rescue with a save there, but still West Ham in possession, and they'll still look to attack Chelsea. There's Criswell on the ball there, goes into the midfield, finds Carlos Soule there. Soule returns it to Criswell. Criswell will look to send a cross into the box there, and finally box into the that's eluded the 2 West Ham players there. The 2 on-rushing player there. One is Jared Bowen, and the second is Criswell. Oh, sorry, that cross was from Criswell, and Jared Bowen couldn't get that important touch on that ball. That would have been offside, no doubt.
Yeah, that would have been an offside.
That would have been an offside
At
call.
least it shows intent that West Ham wants to get one into the back of the net. I think the coach got it all wrong from the beginning.
Yeah.
You don't go all out against this kind of a Chelsea side. They know how to hurt. They have fast-paced player. Disappointing days.
No, they have to rush them. They have to rush them. They have to rush them because of traffic.
8 minutes to go on.
8 minutes to go. Yeah, they have to go now. You have to get your cars in the car lot and the car park. And
no, but actually, it won't be West Ham fans alone going out. It's some Chelsea fans too.
I remember, like, they went to the stadium to watch that is Mobolaji Johnson Stadium to cover that game between Sporting. Oh Lord, and they're now in the not right now. So remember that we had to wait about 30 minutes in the
before
stadium, even after the game, to stay in the stadium so that maybe we'll have the crowd, reduced before we go out. Even at Uyo, at Abuja, it was the same. So we have to stay some minutes in the stadium. So that is why some people just, rather wait till the end of the game. And this is a derby. There might still be a bit of brawl at the end of this game between the fans outside. So you want to avoid those things. And there are some fans who came here via train. They have to make their way back to the train station, and find their way back to wherever they're
But if
coming.
their team were winning, they would have stayed.
Yeah, probably you could stay if your team is winning. But there are some Chelsea fans who also be making their way out of that stadium
Yeah, that's all
at the
I'm
moment.
saying.
Yes, Chelsea back in possession in the middle of the park.
another
That
yellow
was
card.
an
That is a
unnecessary
yellow
foul
card.
there. That should be a yellow card. And it's a
Thank
yellow
you.
card to Antonio there,
That's
the Jamaican striker and captain is going straight into the books of the referee for that tackle on the Chelsea midfielder there, Moises Caicedo. Wow, took him off his
one
feet.
player that must not go out. I don't know how Chelsea.
Lavia is back. I think Lavia is back. He's back
not
training.
back.
No, he's back training.
Just gradual training.
They just
The
want
same
to rush
thing
him.
as Gusto.
Yeah, they just
But
don't rush. I think
they
they
are
don't
not
want to rush
fully
two of them.
back,
Yes, just making
But
another
even Lavia
substitution
cannot
in this
do the
encounter
job
there.
he's doing.
And that is that man, Debs all
Yeah.
will be thrown into this encounter. He just came back from injury and is back. And this one player, everybody was, a lot of fans were expecting to be a starter for Chelsea. Having looked at it, that he's one of those favorite players for Enzo Maresca when he was with Leicester City, where he has been unable to display this young man, talking about Enzo Fernandez. And you can see him moving out to standing ovation from the Chelsea fans. I said it after that game. They just have to give him his respect. They have to give him his respect. And this is Burial who has been thrown into this game as Chelsea leading comfortable. And you can see the laughter and the smile on the face of the man who captained Chelsea for 83 minutes of this encounter, as he has been replaced by this Burial for the remaining 6 minutes of this game. Chelsea back in possession. Tosin Adarabioyo looking very strong at the defense. Sends the first splitting pass there. As Chelsea striker there, Christopher Nkunku, which is that straight into the hands of Areola, his French teammate and goalkeeper there. West Ham coming out to break out from the back of the defense against Chelsea right now.
Yeah, it's West Ham breaking out, trying to attack, trying to see if they can get one back in this encounter so that they don't go back the same way they came into this fixture. So attacking down the left is West Ham, returns it back to the middle, and yeah, it's still West Ham in position in the center of the middle, and hey, so Lee comes back and gets that one to Cresswell, and it's West Ham trying to find pocket spaces to at least penetrate through the Chelsea setup right there. It's Solskjaer with the ball right now, a bit slow on the ball, but hey, he will be managed like that. Since he came in the first half, he has brought a kind of solidity into that middle.
Yeah, I think they really missed
at
it in the
beginning.
first half because what's it called? Gildo Rodriguez, who he replaced, was actually having a dismayer performance in the first half, and since coming in, he actually gave a good account of himself for West Ham. He's still West Ham in possession against Chelsea there. What would they make out of this one? Bissaka on the ball there, sends it into the middle of the park, and West Ham are looking for that first of 3 goals in this encounter. It's the 86 minutes here. Chelsea break out against West Ham. Will there be a chance for Chelsea to counter and score one more goal in this game? Returns it into the middle of the park. This Burial drops it straight into the part of Neto. Neto returns it back into the defense line. Finds Colwill. Colwill finds Tosin Adarabioyo. We saw the Giants gentle Giants there. Looks into the middle of the park and lost the pass straight into the hands of West Ham there. But Chelsea clears the lines and is rolled out there into the part of West Ham. Chelsea regains possession but lost possession immediately, and still West Ham were back in possession. Wan-Bissaka with the ball there, cuts inward against Chelsea. Still holds on to the ball, rolling like Jan Glover there, and still West Ham would look to come out and cancel their zeros in this encounter. We are straight into this 6th minute, 4 more minutes to go in regulation time, and it has really been a totally dominated and dismantled game from Chelsea against West Ham.
Yeah, it has been a good day in the office for the Stamford Bridge faithfuls that have really traveled down to their neighbors, West Ham, who has been trashed already in this encounter. Considered 3 already, and with a chance, so here we shoot, but I was blocked by Moises Caicedo, the master in the holding midfield role for Chelsea. He has been solid. For me, also a candidate for the man of the match.
I think Moises Caicedo might be getting the man of the match in this encounter. Fantastic performance, all-round performance from him. He has that. He plays like a person who has about 20 longs in him. Never tired in this encounter. He has been running.
Nicolas Jackson, 2 goals and 1 assist?
Yeah, he's another candidate for it. But let's see who is going to get the man of the match. But I think all-rounder, I think it has to go to Moises Caicedo. He has been everywhere for Chelsea in this encounter. And still Chelsea were back in possession possession of those balls, sends back to Caldwell, and Caldwell he's just trying his luck with him. Like, wow, what a move there! But the referee says that should be a free kick to Chelsea. But I think he should have allowed play to continue there. You can see what it means down to the Chelsea players there as we are straight into additional minutes in the second time. We are straight into the first minute of 4 minutes additional time, and still just leading 3-0 in this one. Let's say if Chelsea will be getting more goals, but that will roll out for a throw into West Ham.
Yeah, throwing to West Ham it is of the first minute in the 4-minute additional time that has been added in this encounter so far. West Ham still are there trying to throw everything they have at this Chelsea team. Maybe luck will shine on them. So Lee coming in and they're doing some good duties so far in this encounter. Yeah, this aroma is friendly, but not so sweet to the West Ham faithful right there. And it's game one in that encounter. So Lee will find Cresswell down the left, and Cresswell still attacking with the ball. What will he do? And he cross into the box. But Tosin was there doing his defensive duties and doing it properly. Yeah, it's still game on in that encounter. Chelsea wins back possession and we attack. And Joao Felix will pick Pedro Neto down the left, who will cool down on the attack. Not looking like he's looking for more goals at this point in time. This Briol will take over from him and returns it back to Pedro Neto. And Chelsea just go running down the clock, not wanting to stress.
Don't go into that tackle.
Oh, that's risky from Cucurella.
He got himself injured. I just hope his feet is able to continue.
A yellow card, not to Cucurella, but
no, not to Cucurella, but Cucurella was the issue. Be careful there because he was almost buying that. Look at that. He went in risking. Woo! That was intentional. That was he still left his leg on him.
Cucurella just wanted to have a touch on the ball.
Yeah,
but he went for the leg.
That was so intentional there from Carlos Soler.
The referee saw that.
And that's a yellow card to the West Ham midfielder there, Carlos Soler, as he has also gone into the referee's book in this one. We're straight into the third minute of 4 minutes additional time in this encounter, as Chelsea leading comfortably against West Ham. 3-0 the lead in this encounter, and it looks like that is the way this game will be ending.
Yeah, it looks like that will be the way this game is going to end. Interesting times for Chelsea Football Club. It looks like Enzo Maresca's era will be a bit better from Pochettino's, but you have to give Pochettino
you have to give him his flowers.
Because Enzo Maresca inherited a bit of a united team than what Pochettino left.
I think the difference between Enzo and Poch has to be having a true true identity to a pattern of play. That was one thing that was lost in Chelsea's and Pochettino's team. And yeah, he's West Ham still looking for that goal, but made a big block there from the Chelsea defenders, and Chelsea will eat out on the last counter attack in the second counter. Let's see if they will be making good use of this. And Pedro Neto on the ball there, cuts inward with the ball, takes a long drive, and will be looking to send that into the box there, but that eluded every Chelsea player. Returns to Pedro Neto, still Dewsbury all with the ball there, finds his Chelsea teammate, and yes, Chelsea, but that will be going to the back of the net. Joao Felix looking for that goal in this encounter, but that goal has eluded him in this encounter. Beautiful shot there from the Portuguese midfielder, but couldn't get the needed effort or the needed bite to put that into the back of the net, and that should be it in this game, as Chelsea currently leads 3-0.
Yeah, Chelsea leading 3-0. It looks like it's a pretty long game in this encounter. Already 4 minutes additional time played already.
Time. And so the final whistle.
It's full time. Chelsea 3, West Ham 0.
Wow, what a game. Chelsea gradually coming back to the good old days. 3-0. First time after a very long time, back-to-back clean sheet for Chelsea. And again, a brace for Nicholas Jackson. The underrated one has actually proven a lot of fans wrong here. And you can see him, no wonder he will smile. And he's been celebrated by his teammates there. Well, a beautiful 90 minutes we've seen in this encounter. And what is the take-home for you now, Yamite?
Yeah, a good day at the office, but Chelsea still have a lot of improving to do. Today's West Ham. This West Ham is struggling this season so far. And I think we need to see Chelsea against sides like Arsenal and sides like a bit tougher sides like Aston Villa too, I think. And let's see where their growth has got into.
All right. That's how far we can go for today. That's how far. Shegu, your
Yeah, great game of football, no doubt. So we'll still have a lot of games to come today. It's just the first game in match day 5, and it has started very well for Chelsea. Let's just hope we enjoy more football to come today.
All right, don't go nowhere. We'll be back again. 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. A lot of matches lined up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches lined up. And we'll be here to cover those matches. And also remember the match between Crystal Palace versus Manchester United. We'll be here again to cover all those matches. So just stay tuned with us, and we'll go for a short break, and we'll be back in a jiffy.